everyone, and welcome to the second in a series of bi-monthly podcasts with the Mayor of Laguna Beach, Sue Kempf. I'm Clara, the managing editor of the Laguna Beach Independent, and we are here today to talk about some of the key issues facing Laguna Beach. Welcome, Mayor Kempf. Thanks for joining us again.
I'm glad to be with you this morning.
Great. Let's get right into it. First up, let's chat about our new city mayor, Dave Kiff. He just started work on Monday, this past Monday. What's he been getting into, and how's his first week been going?
Yeah, so he started on Monday, and I haven't met really with him for very long because we're trying to give him a chance to get his kind of sea legs under him and get familiar with the staff. So I know he's been having a lot of meetings with the staff, kind of learning what they've been working on. But he seems quite happy to be here, and the staff, at least in the city manager's office, really like him. He's very personable, and he's very calm, kind of a really nice, kind of has a good affect. He's going to be great for our town, but we have a council meeting, really long one next week, so he'll be fully engaged by then. He might be wondering, hey, are all these meetings going to be this long? Yep.
Especially because we were supposed to have one this past week, but I guess we have a lot on the agenda this week.
Yeah, we have a budget. We have a budget workshop too, in addition to our regular council meeting. Right.
That's right. And part of what you are working on is you and Councilmember Mark Orgill are in the subcommittee for the Promenade, and also been busy with meetings and focus groups. You've also met with external government agencies like the California Coastal Commission.
Right.
Tell us a little bit more about where you are with that participation with community members going on.
We're very early in the process, so we have met with, these are all preliminary meetings. We met with retailers, we met separately with the restaurants, we've met with building architects and also one landscape architect. We met in a very also preliminary fashion with the ABC and also the California Coastal Commission. And both of those agencies were very happy that we engaged them kind of early on in the process rather than coming to them with a full-blown project and saying, this is what we want, as we're having kind of a back and forth with them. And, I just want to say one thing about the ABC. People think, oh, they want to have a drink fest down there. No, we just need to talk to the ABC to find out what we're allowed to by design. Because, right now we have the designated areas for the restaurants, and we said, could we have some flexibility? Maybe we could put some tables around a tree or something like that, something more organic looking. Anyway, more to come on that. And then we have our application process for our core team. We're going to select 7 people from the community that have applied as our kind of a core team. So they'll be, tagging along with us. We're also going to be talking to other cities that have promenades or doing promenades. Coastal Commission also mentioned, they have coastal cities with the same request. One's for San Diego, Manhattan Beach, and some other ones I can't remember. But we're going to be talking to other cities, and then we're going to have a lot of outreach. We're going to have a lot of, more meetings, more landscape architects, the arts community. I want to have a number of sessions down on the promenade where people can just come and talk to Mark and I, a specified period of time to stop by and chat. So we have a lot more work to do. I don't think we'll have a design till, into the fall, because we're just going to gather a lot of information and input.
And are residents still allowed to apply to be part of that committee? Or
yes, yeah, the applications close a week from today.
Okay, so and how would they go about doing that if they were interested?
So what they do is our project manager is Louis Lacasella, and so they just email him LOCASELLA at lagunabeachcity.net. And we've been putting that out on our social media and our Nixle update. And people who ask me, how do I apply? I just send them instructions. So I think we'll get a lot of applicants. There's a lot of interest in the community. And so I'm looking forward to working on this project. It's going to be fun.
Great. Yeah. And another project that is going on, the residents met last Tuesday for part of the Laguna Canyon Road Protect and Connect project.
Right.
That was a full house. I was there. Lots of input. Tell us a little bit about what that workshop was for, as far as that process in the Laguna Canyon Road corridor, and where you're at with that project as well.
Right. So I'm not on the subcommittee, that's Councilmember Whalen and Mayor Pro Tem Unagi. So I'm not an insider on this because I'm not working directly. It's a Brown Act violation for me to talk to them about it. But and we also didn't attend, council members, because at the, behest of our city attorney, she says it's better for you not to attend because, this is going to come before the legislative body. Better just to have the community input. And I like that too, because sometimes people, say different things because they have a council member sitting there. We just really want them to be candid about their input. But, we did it 9 years ago. We did a Laguna Canyon Road study, and there was a lot of information that came out of that. And I think the whole purpose of this was to just gauge the community on what they would like to see in terms of like, safety enhancements, mobility, biking, walking paths or sidewalks, congestion issues, and then also we have the big issue is the undergrounding of the utility lines. It's a big project, and we don't even know if we would do it, I would imagine, because we don't, we got a lot of grants out, a lot of requests for money, but we need a lot of money for that project. So people don't need to get too far down the road, so to speak, on this, because there's a lot more to come, and I'm sure the subcommittee is going to be very busy on this.
Right. Yeah. There was a lot of input and a lot of ideas, and it seems like there's a lot of different aspects of that project to flesh out. But it all looks pretty exciting, especially for the safety cyclists and things like that.
Yeah, we have a lot of accidents on that road, and some are probably avoidable and some are not. I mean, in terms of the proximity of poles, and sometimes people run into them for various reasons. Some of them, most on their own accord, but not always.
Hmm.
And it's really dangerous to ride a bike on there because there's no shoulder.
Mhm.
And when you're driving, you better be paying attention, because you take your eye off the road for a second, you could bump a bicyclist. And so anyway, it's a concern. And it's a big project, so people don't need to get too worked up about it right away, because we have to learn a lot.
Right. I remember the city staff was saying this is phase one of three phases, and then after that maybe that would come together with a plan, but
Right.
that's a long time down the road.
Yep.
Well, that was my final question, and if there was, I think we covered a lot. Thanks for your time and taking your time out of your busy schedule, and we'll have you back for our third podcast on May 24th.
Thanks, Clara. That was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun. See you in 2 weeks.
Yep.